So very quickly, I'm going to be doing some joint monthlies for you guys. So I'll do the water signs, the earth signs, fire and air for October. I'm sorry I've been absent of late. Those that have got in touch, I just want to thank you so much for your concern. I am okay. As some are probably aware, there's quite a lot going on personal wise, I suppose you could say. I'm not going to go too much into it live on YouTube, but just so you know, I'm okay. I miss everybody, I really do, and I miss my other tarot friends in the community that I've not been able to keep up with as well. That includes Tyler, Starlordist Tarot, Moonlight Scorpio, you know, and obviously, you know, Psychic Pisces, plus others. If I've missed anyone out, I do apologise, but I've missed all my subs like crazy, and I just want to say I love you guys. I'm here, I'm coming back, okay? And I'm going to be doing obviously these monthlies for all my wonderful subs that have stuck by me. And for those that I felt that you needed to go, I completely understand. But I hope that I can persuade you to come back by knowing that even though things are difficult for me at the moment, I still care, and I have still been trying to keep up with personal readings, private readings as well. So, you know, don't feel put off in any way, shape or form from the channel or from myself. Things happen in life you can't always control, and it's just about making the best of a bad situation. So that's basically it. I needed the time out. I needed it, okay? So I hope you guys can trust me and just know that I do love you all, and I'm trying to come back. So about these monthlies, I'm going to be doing water signs as a whole, air signs as a whole, and etc, but there will be individual, okay? So when I say water signs, I'm going to be doing Scorpio, Cancer and Pisces individually, just in the same vid. So keep tuned, we're going to get stuck in. Hi air signs, it's Kay from Kayla's Tarot. So then let's get stuck in, you guys, to these monthlies that are all individual. So I'm going to start with Gemini. Let's start with Gemini. So Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising. What's in store for October 2018 for Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising? Gemini. What's the universe and spirit got in store for Gemini for this month? October, Sun, Moon and Rising, Gemini. Right. Let's get stuck in then, you guys. So what the energy's like for you. Got two out there. King of Wands, Eight of Wands reverse. Oh, got a few here. Right. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, Nine of Pentacles reversed. The Nine of Swords reversed. The Magician, Strength reversed. Ooh, got a weakness. The World. Okay, one more actually. Ten of Swords reversed. Let's see what the Romance Angels have got. Right, we've got Forgiving and Learning, Gemini. And True Love. Interesting. Forgive in order to receive true love, I kind of want to say. Some of you. Right then. Some of you are either dealing with air signs, other air signs. I kind of feel like this is your energy though. Gemini in the Queen. Some of you dealing with fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, but I have got strong Aries and Leo there. So this could be a fire sign person that you know. So I've kind of got here making a move on someone who's not talking. Blocked signals, mixed signals, blocked messages, not being able to get through. You know, and I've got communication here as well in the Ace and the Queen, and this is sort of like an invite to communicate. I want to talk about what's been going on. And I kind of want to say someone's been pushed to one side because either you or them seem a little bit needy and afraid to be on your own. Or they're afraid to be on their own. And I'm sort of wondering if there's like mixed signals more than anything. Someone's making a move, someone's not. Whoa, hang on a minute. That's the way I feel about this. I kind of want to say strength in the wrist is this person is your weakness, you know. This person's your weakness. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. Or, in your eyes, you see them as too weak. Too clingy, too needy. And I've kind of got these two in the reverse here. So there's... I figure this is them. It's almost like the damage is done, but we're still not really able to get out of the nightmare of the situation. Or I suppose in a roundabout way this is getting out of the nightmare of the situation, but it's also nothing solved. I kind of want to say, because the 10's in the reverse, I kind of want to say we've run away more than solve anything. Or they've run away with that, you know, and left a trail of destruction behind. I kind of want to say that. And maybe, you know, maybe you're the one that's run away and left a trail of destruction behind, and it's left them feeling very clingy and very needy. I'm wondering if there's more of a reality check to sort of say, come on, look at this from a different perspective, instead of an arrogant one. And if you're the one that's been sort of left, you know, you've made a move, somebody's not accepted it, but they keep leading you on. I'm starting to sort of think, well, maybe you're the one that needs to receive some sort of an apology. Maybe you need to forgive them in order to move on. I think that some of you just need some closure. Whichever way I look at it, I'm just seeing the scenario of, oh shit, I was going to make a move on them and the fucking led me down garden path. I feel like that for some of you. It's left you feeling a bit sort of insecure and I really don't want to be on my own. I don't, you know, a bit clingy, a bit needy. And I'm thinking, if they use that as an excuse, even though they made you that way, if they use that as an excuse, maybe you need to forgive yourself, if that's what you've been through. And I kind of want to say, with the True Love card, it does sound the card, you know, this is a romance of a lifetime. Maybe this was a romance of a lifetime for you. Maybe it wasn't for them. I feel very one-sided and, you know, kind of vibe with all this. And this whole read is just screaming at me. Someone needs closure. So if you're the person that's messed around someone and we're a bit blasé, you need to apologise. You need to apologise. You need to look at this from a different perspective and you need to apologise. If they've done this to you and you want to communicate with them, fair enough. You do what you got to do. But, and there is a big but, don't go thinking it's going to, you know, make everything happy and roses again. Because I've got the world here, okay? So this is like a journey that needs to end. But I do have the Magician with the Strength card. And I kind of feel like this is sort of trying to manifest something that wasn't meant to manifest. You know, again here I've got making a move on someone who's two contradicting cards here. Making a move when someone's not either ready or wants to go along with that. And I've got the perception of true love. Maybe it was at one point from your perspective, or, you know, to me, vice versa. Whichever way you look at it, someone needs to forgive someone. and just let it go. It's just that element of closure I think some of you need. So if you really do want to get in touch with someone to either apologise or forgive, whichever way you look at it, if you're going to do it, don't let this situation make you weaker. Let it make you stronger. I'd love to see this strength card in the other way around for you guys, you know. And just because it's in the reverse now doesn't mean that it's still going to be. It's in the reverse now because there is no closure. You know what I mean? And I'd definitely say turning that strength card around metaphorically for you guys is what's needed. The strength in order to forgive. The strength in order to ask for forgiveness. And I'm looking at this true love card and I'm thinking, true love's still there for you. It just isn't there while there's this big blockage in the way of pining over somebody who you either feel really bad because you hurt them, or you feel really hard done by because they hurt you and you can't understand it and it's stopping you from moving on. Whichever way you look at it, either bad habits need to be broken, or you know, you need to learn from past mistakes or whatever. Forgiveness and learning really is key. As you release and heal the past, you'll experience more love in your present moments, as it says on the card. So I'd take that at face value, Gemini. If this hasn't resonated for any of you, then I do apologise. Check out your moon, your rising, or check out another reader. Right, in the meantime, I'm going to move on. If anybody wants personal reading, feel free to email me. Let's get stuck into Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising, Libra. What's going on for October 2018 for Libra? Sun, Moon and Rising, Libra. Oh, what's just fell out there? 9 of Cups, very nice, Libra. 7 of, oops, sorry, my thing keeps going. 7 of Swords. Very nice, Chariot. Considering there's 7 of Swords there, what the hell's that about? Ace of Wands. 4 of Swords. Queen of Wands reversed. The Empress reversed and the Justice. One more. Queen of... okay, I've got 2 queens in the reverse, so I'm looking at gossip and rumours. Probably amongst... with friends being involved in some way or another. Okay, I've got Flirt card. Extend light-hearted energy to others. One more for Libra. Let your friends help you. See it after. I had a feeling that card was going to come out regarding friends. There seems like this is either solely about friends, or this is friends getting involved in a relationship, or you getting involved in a friend's relationship. Whichever way you look at it. The 7 of Swords is tied to these 3 here. The Empress reversed, Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Queen of Wands reversed. That's the way I feel about this. That's what the 7 of Swords is right there. So, I'm going to break this down. If this is a situation between friends, gossip and rumours, and interference... kind of want to say you're the Justice card, you're trying to stay impartial to all this. Even if it is your relationship that's been interfered with, or whether this is just a bust up between friends, you're trying to stay impartial, you're trying to stay out of it. But they are going to involve you. And I do feel like the 7 of Swords is them accusing you of running away, not backing someone up. That's kind of the way I feel. Especially if it's like a group of friends, or someone's arguing in a group of friends, or someone's arguing with a partner, and it's sort of like, why didn't you back me up? Why didn't you back me up? And I kind of see your position, Libra, as sort of being, it's none of my business. And they're sort of like, they look up to you. Because whether the Empress is reversed or not, that's the way I'm looking at it. They look up to you. And it's sort of like, why haven't you had my back? Why haven't you had my back? You're supposed to have my back. And you're just there, so this isn't not my monkeys, not my circus. You know. It's like you're trying to retain that love and that enjoyment with your friends. But ultimately they feel pushed out because of your lack of interference in some way. This feels very bitchy, school playground kind of crap. And I've got to use your position with the Justice and the Four of Swords. This is like, let it fucking go. I'm not getting involved. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm not getting involved. Let it fucking go. And I don't see you taking this too seriously. Kind of want to say ignorance is bliss as well. For you. Because Librans really aren't the kind of people to be confrontational. You guys are so laid back, and it's if someone does cross you and really does piss you off, it's like hell hath no fucking fury. And I'm wondering if that's what the Queen of Wands in the reverse is. I feel like that's your energy. That's you coming in and saying, oh, you know, you fucking don't. I feel like someone's disrespecting your position. I feel like somebody's getting you involved in something that's got nothing to do with you. And I feel like just for the sheer fact that you're being dragged into it, it's sort of like, oh, hell no, don't you fucking dare. And I can see you guys really losing your rag over this. And like I say, this has definitely got something to do with friends or a mutual couple that are friends that are trying to sort of, this feels like because they're down, you've got to be down as well. And I've got the flirt card, extend light-hearted energy, and I feel like that's how you're taking it. You're light-hearted about it. You're like, well, you know what? I'm not going to let this get me down. Because it's got nothing to do with me. So, no, I'm not going to be angry. No, I'm not going to bitch with you about anybody. And I just feel like they're the sort of like, no, you should have had my back. You should have had my back. And they put you in a position that they really shouldn't be putting you in. Because they're pushing your buttons now, and you're going to end up snapping at them. And if I'm perfectly honest, I see you getting the fuck out and saying, fuck you, I ain't dealing with you. And I see you leaving. It could be some sort of an event or outing or something. I feel like that's what your friends are doing. They're trying to ask for help from you. They're trying to ask for that support from you. And you're just like, no, this isn't my battle. I'm not fighting a battle that's not my own. You know what I mean? And it's almost like you're not sticking up for anyone. You're just trying to enjoy whatever it is that you're doing at the time. And I see you losing your rag. Because you're trying to stay impartial and they're not letting you. Unfortunately. Take the advice of the Chariot and the Ace of Wands. It really isn't your problem, and this person will more than likely calm down after this month has passed. Not entirely sure what the planetary alignments are like for creating tension and arguments this month. Maybe some of you can comment and let me know if it ties in any way, shape or form. But for the Librans, I want to say if this is a work scenario I'm seeing playing out, stay impartial and tell them it's Not my monkeys, not my circus, not getting involved. Just let me get on with my job and leave me alone. And if I start throwing this friendship crap at you, I think that's your time to sort of say, work-wise, I'm there to help you. But with your own personal shit, I'm not interested. And you're not in the wrong for playing that part, you know what I mean? Because this just seems like a bunch of drama. This doesn't seem like one person. I'm just going to let you know now, Libra. It feels like a group of people. Someone pissing someone off and you're expected to back them up, and you're just like, fucking getting involved in that. And I won't blame you. Yeah, like I say, move yourself out of the situation. There's no need for you to get involved whatsoever. Put number one first. You do what you've got to do that's right for you. Nobody else but you. That's what that means. So, right, moving on. Let's check out Aquarius. So, Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Aquarius, October 2018. Aquarius for October 2018. It's the universe and spirit got in store for our dear Aquarius. Let's find out. Oh, two there. The Tower and the Five of Cups reversed. We've got regrets over something sudden. Doing something sudden. Letting go suddenly. Letting go of what suddenly? Feelings not mutual. Emperor reversed. Bad temperament. Bit manipulative. Okay. Ace of Cups reversed. Page of Wands reversed. Justice. We'll throw one more on this. Oh, two more then. Three of Swords and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Fighting a losing battle within a relationship. Okay, you guys got this as well. Let your friends help you. So it could be within a friendship. You guys could have a similar reading to Libra. I've got true love. So I kind of want to say for some of you this could be either a friendship or a relationship breaking down. I just want to say one thing, Aquarius. If it's a friendship breaking down, it's breaking down because of true love. Either you or a friend meeting someone breaks a friendship up. Otherwise, in the love department, this is a breakup and needing friends on side to help and pick you back up again. And it's very sudden. This is out of the blue kind of stuff. So I've got here, you know, maybe you've let friends go in the past to be in a relationship. Friendships have fell apart in some way or another, and now the relationship's not working out and we're regretting it. For some of you. And I've got here, you know, very sort of bad temperament, abuse of power kind of stuff as well. So you could be dealing with someone who was extremely abusive emotionally, mentally, maybe even sometimes physically. And I've got, you know, emotional drainage, serious emotional drainage going on. But at the same time, with the Ace of Cups, I kind of want to say, it's always a delay. It's always a delay. And it's sort of, maybe we're wondering whether our friendship's going to get back on track, or maybe we're wondering, and when am I going to find new love again? And I want to say the Ace of Cups to say, listen, new love's delayed until you get your shit together. And the Page of Wands in the reverse, this is sort of, we can't talk about it. We can't talk about it. Don't want to talk about it. Don't want to face that problem. Don't want to face that fear, whatever it is. But I've got justice, and this is karmic. Very karmic. So, unfortunately, Aquarius, if you have cut people out for a relationship, and the relationship's failed, I want to say that's karma. If, you know, and this is just something you've got to accept. And obviously I've got the Three of Swords, so I'm definitely seeing a breakup of a relationship. And, you know, giving up. Needing to give up. Obviously, it could be on the flip side. It could be a friend that ditched you for love. And their relationships fell apart. You know, and they come back to you with a tail between the legs. Could be anyway. Could be them, or it could be you with your tail between your legs. Eating humble pie. You could have gotten into a relationship with a friend, and it's ended badly. And now a really good friendship's ruined. That could be the case as well. And obviously, again, I have to keep reverting back to the Justice card, Aquarius. Karmic ties are in play. Especially if you left someone to be with a friend and it's finished. And especially if you sat there thinking, why me, why me, why me? That's the reason why Spirit's saying it's karma. Unfortunately. I mean, I don't like this energy. And I don't like to be the person to sit here and say, well, you fucking deserved it. But at the same time, if Spirit needs you to know, it's only right that I say. I'm trying to break it as gently as I possibly can. I must admit. That's the only thing that's really sort of pulled out here, okay? It's just two people aren't on the same page anymore. And there's some sort of level of abuse kind of thing going on. Maybe you abused a friend in some sort of way. Because of, you know, going off with someone in a relationship, maybe in some way that was more emotionally abusive for a friend more than anything. Don't get me wrong, this could totally be on the flip side. Someone could have done this to you. And again, it's just a message to say, karma's in play. Not that you should enjoy it. Not that you should revel in it. But I think that it's also a reminder that sometimes these things happen in life, and I suppose in a way it's, do you really want to keep fighting this person? There's been a strong sort of friendship kind of tie with the air signs this month, and I think the question is a friendship worth salvaging? If there is anything to salvage. I think there is. I think Spirit wants you to try. Because it does sound the card. Ask for and accept support from others. Let your friends help you. I kind of want to say, if your relationships fall apart, I think if you ask, I think you'll get. You might get a karmic verbal bashing, which you probably deserve, but they will still be there for you, regardless. If the shoe's on the other foot and their relationships fell apart, obviously this is your reading, there's nothing we can do about their behaviour, whether they come crawling back to you or not. But I think it'd be the right thing for you to do is to get in touch with them and let them know you know what they're going through. It is karma, and karma's a bitch, and what goes around comes around. You can have your moment, but let it go and just be there and be a friend to them, and don't keep this thing dragging on. Like I say, this is your reading, not theirs, so I think the Spirit's trying to give you a wink, just say the onus is on you, really. to try and make this right. That's kind of the way I'm seeing this anyway, you know, and it's solely really because, you know, I've got this Tower energy with the Five of Cups reversed. This is serious, sudden fallout more than anything that you are regretting a lot. And I think that it was all under the pretense of true love. Whichever way this resonates for you, Aquarius, you've got your advice. Up to you what you do with it. All I can do is deliver the message from Spirit. So I'll leave that there. If anybody does want a personal reading, you can get in touch and email me. But otherwise, I wish you guys all the best for the month of October. And we'll speak soon. Hopefully the first week of November I'll be able to put out some more. I'll see you later. Take care.